more than any other time after the release of a video, a show, a podcast this past week, I had more direct messages than ever before. And the topic of the podcast was willing versus worthy. And it's a huge topic, so it doesn't surprise me whatsoever that people had a lot to respond, to say. Even critiques. There were people saying, well, have you thought about this? Or, and it's all welcome. It's appreciated. Thank you. So, I want to talk about arcing. I've kind of mentioned it before, but it's never been a big topic. So I want to kind of make it a topic today, arcing. When I was a kid, I worked on motors. In fact, I even worked on my first car. Like, I started on my first car when I was like 13, and worked on it for a few years before I was even old enough to drive. So I love motors. I love working on motors, especially when I was a kid. And so whenever you're working on a motor, one of the first things you'll do is you'll pull the spark plug wire off, and you'll get it ever so close to the spark plug, but you won't touch it. And then you'll have somebody sit in the driver's seat and turn the key, and what you're looking for is an arc. That little blue, white electrical arc that jumps from the spark plug to the wire. And I think of that in dating. What is your arc? So, for me, my arc is something. It's not, my arc may not be your arc, but it's something definable. And like working on a motor, in dating, I look for an arc. In other words, before I can go to anything else, I'm going to see, is there an arc? And if there is, then proceed, step forward. Step 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Date 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. And if there's not, well then, that brings me to this question, why I kind of do this whole video. So here it is. What is your arc? Is it chemistry? Is it intellect? Is it spirituality? It doesn't matter what it is. I'm just curious. What is your step one? What is your arc? That thing that if it's there, then it's full steam ahead. And if it's not there, then question 2, number 1, what is your arc? Number 2, if the arc is not there on the first date, do you cut bait or do you give it time? And if you do give it time, how much time? 2 dates, 3 dates, 5 dates, 5 months? I don't know. I am curious though. I really, really want to know what you do. So comment down below. Tell me what your thoughts are. And if you get to your limit, right, whether it's date 2, date 3, month 3, week 3, whatever, and the arc is not there, now what? What do you do? Let me know. I'm curious, so curious about what this audience does. First of all, how they define what their arc is, right? And how they approach it. Is it on demand, it must happen, or nothing else happens from day one? Or do you wait for it? Comment below. I love you. Happy Easter. Happy, beautiful, super 75-degree day here in St. Louis. Mwah.